How's it going, guys? Welcome back to this unexpected part 2 Hero 7 video. Last time I was left with some doubts on the camera. One was that it was capturing too much wind noise, and then the other one was that the stabilization wasn't really up to par. Okay, I just wanted to clarify one thing. I already made this mount. I went out, I had some issues with it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I did. The only reason I had an issue is because my helmet actually has a removable chin/jaw protector. Since it was removable, the clamps on it had some play in it, and that play caused some rattling noise in the video. Okay, so here's some of the tools I used to make the mount last time. It's a pair of scissors, some pliers. Doesn't have to be needle nose as long as they're pliers, because I'm going to show you a way that I cut zip ties. You know, some trick that I learned while I was working on cars. Obviously your GoPro, your helmet that has a chin mount on it or chin bar, some double-sided tape, and a handlebar GoPro mount. I used this one and it worked perfectly fine. I went ahead and removed my chin bar / protector from my helmet to make things easy. I went ahead and slapped on some double-sided tape already. I did about an inch cut, put it on there. And the reason I'm doing this is to protect my helmet from super crazy nicks from the mount itself, since it has some sharp edges, and also to try to keep the mount a little more solid. So this mount usually comes with a couple pieces on it. It comes with two bolts on it that hold it to the bar. So you're gonna go ahead and remove those and just use this part. And the way I like to mount it, I like to mount it like this, so that way I have more flexibility with the angle on the GoPro. Now we're gonna run one zip tie through it, one zip tie at a time. And then we're gonna bring that in, obviously. Bring it in to a snug, not tight just yet. We're gonna tighten it up once we have both zip ties in, so that way you don't tighten one side and then it becomes lopsided. Bring the other one through. And I actually got this idea from another YouTube creator. His name is MC Trail Rider. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to his video, since he should be credited for this idea, not me. So yeah, we're gonna tighten this up now that we have both zip ties in there, somewhat snug, so it can be nice and even. So now we're gonna pretty much crank on it. So one of the tips I learned while working on cars is a lot of people cut the zip ties and it leaves a sharp edge on it. So to make a nice, clean, smooth edge, what you want to do is actually grab it with any kind of plier and then turn it, and then keep turning it, and eventually it breaks at the base. It should break pretty soon. There you go. And it doesn't leave any sharp edges on there. It's actually pretty smooth and no sharp edges. It's like one little bump, but it's not as sharp if you were to cut it. So yeah, grab the other one and turn it. Boom, that one came out a lot cleaner. So here's this close-up of the zip tie, so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, there's no sharp edges, nothing sticking out. This one has a little bump. It didn't come out as clean as this one, but if you run your hand through it, you won't cut yourself. Okay, so the mount's all done. It's pretty solid. It's not gonna go anywhere whatsoever. We're gonna go ahead and put that to the side and address the wind issue. So if you remember on the last video, I only used 2 mic over sticks overs. It was one on the top and one on the side to cover the stereo mics. One mistake I did, I think, was that I didn't add another one to block the little hole right here. There's actually a cutout so you can press the record button on and off, but I didn't notice that there was a gap between the fur and that button, so I was getting a lot of air going through there. So what I did to eliminate that, I added one more mic over stick over right in the middle, hopefully bridging that gap and eliminating that wind noise going through that. So that's all said and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a clip where I recorded earlier that showed a lot of ticking noises, or tapping noises from the bottom chin guard. Whoa! Going off. We're still good. All right, so as you heard, there was some ticking going on in that video, but the video was a lot more stable. So like I mentioned before, this chin guard is removable, so it did have some play. So when I would move this up and down, this will move. So what I did to fix that issue was went to the auto parts store, and they have these little nylon mountain rods for radiator, aftermarket radiator fans. And inside these kits, they have little sticky foam mounts. So like that. So there's a double-sided tape. Let me see the camera. So it's basically foam on top, double-sided tip on the bottom. So what I did, I got one of the square foams, stuck it right there, fill in the gap, and now it works perfect. The chin bar is super solid on there now, since the gap is filled. I'm gonna go ahead and slap this on. Make sure the sides are on good. Sides are on good. So the fit's a lot tighter now, so it takes a little bit more force to close this, but it's all good. So So see, you can kind of see how the gaps are filled on the helmet, and it doesn't rattle anymore. So let's go ahead and take this out for a test drive one more time. Hey, what's up guys? So this is my current setup right now. As you can see, I have the gimbal and the Hero 7. Just got to be careful because the Hero 7 hangs kind of low. I'm hoping that I don't hit the gimbal. It looks like it has a good amount of space. Another thing is that I noticed with this chin bar mount, like you can't turn right all the way because you know you hit the right shoulder, you turn left, hit the left shoulder. I mean, you really have to try. And another thing is you can't really look all the way down because you'll tap against your chest. Okay, so I found a nice little area, shaded area. I wanted to show you how I usually ride with my chin guard. So right now it's getting kind of hot, you know, my full face is on, and it's getting a little too warm. So we're climbing up this hill. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take off my chin guard, and when I take it off, I usually run it through the brake lines and the dropper post cable. Just set it right there, and for the most part it stays pretty put, you know, like climb all the way up. It does swing a bit, but it has never fallen off from my bike when I run it through like this. So yeah, that's a plus for the removable chin guard, you know, so that way you can be a little bit more cooler climbing up. Like today, it's a little hot. Let's just make sure that the angle is good. My head will be probably like that. So yeah, I think it's pretty good angle. We'll give that one a try. All right, here we go. Both GoPros are recording. I hope none of them hit each other. Let me do a, hey, what's it called? A sound sync. All right, here we go. There's a little, I wanted to do the old trail that I did on the first time I did the camera, but they actually they had fire recently, so the air quality is pretty bad there. I don't want to woo. Oh. 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 Okay, there's a left turn coming up. It's super loose dirt, so I gotta take my time right here. There's actually everything super loose here today. Like a little drop coming up. Whew. Gotta watch out. There's always a rock sticking to the right. There it is. So hopefully the camera's not clicking anymore. I'm talking about the Hero 7. So I'm gonna go alternating from every camera, or each camera, the Hero 4 right now, and this is the Hero 7. I might do the same video twice so you can see it. Make sure I don't miss any point of view on each camera. Whoa, that was loose. Almost lost it. Look at this shit. Need some rain over here, buddy. Oh, get a little jump on the left. We'll take it. I don't know about this one, so I'm just gonna roll it. I don't know where that's supposed to take you, but all right. So this is between brushes now. I'm gonna stay quiet for a little bit so you can hear the dirt. All right, here we go. We're coming up to a couple small loose berms and then ending it with a nice little jump. Here we go. It is loose. Oh shit. All right, here we go. Nice little jump. Woo! Smooth. Whoa. Freaking rocks all over the place, man. Like marbles. Okay, there's another couple little jumps at the end of this thing. You see the jerkiness of the jump landing affect the cameras. There's one. It's a small one. It's a little gap. Maybe it's like a bike link to a flat landing. And yeah, that's a quick test. As you can see from the footage, the Hero 7 Black mounted on the chin bar definitely made the stabilization really close, if not better, than the gimbal. I just gotta say that the audio still sounds okay. It's not as good as the Hero 4, but that's okay with me. You could kind of tweak it a little bit with like the gain and little things here and there, but it's still not as good as the Hero 4. As far as the wind issue, I feel like it also got resolved really good, just having that extra little wind muff on there. One thing I do want to point out is that both cameras were set at 4K. Unfortunately, I forgot to check the color profile on them. One was set on GoPro Color, which was the Hero 7, and I can't remember what the Hero 4 was. So like I said before, I wasn't planning to make the second video, but I had some issues that were just on the back of my mind and decided to fix those, and I'm glad I did. And now I can honestly say that this can definitely replace the gimbal. Once again, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.